Year after year, the Baltimore Ravens consistently disappoint their fans, having early playoff exits, failing in crucial moments of these games. But what exactly is the issue? They have possibly the best quarterback in the NFL in Lamar Jackson, already a two-time league MVP, and is coming off of the best year of his career last year, and he didn't even win P. So what exactly is the reason for these early playoff exits and consistent disappointment of the fans? Well, let's talk about it. In 2019, they were 14-2, the first seed with 13 Pro Bowlers, 6 All-Pros, first team to ever average 200 passing and 200 rushing yards. However, they lost in the divisional round to a 9-7 Titans team. Mark Andrews dropped a crucial pass and eventually turned into a pick. 2023, another number 1 seed, with a defense that led the NFL in sacks, points allowed, and takeaways. However, they only scored 10 points in the AFC Championship game. Now, this was their deepest playoff run, but they abandoned their identity against Kansas City's pass rush, asking Rashad Bateman and Zay Flowers to beat all-pro corners Trent McDuffie and L'Jarius Sneed in single coverage, all while going against a blitz-heavy Kansas City defensive coordinator. A goal line fumble did seal their fate, but it was more of a coaching issue than it was anything else. And then, of course, the most recent, 2024. 12-5, Lamar Jackson has the best year of his career, and it isn't particularly close. He throws a pick, fumbles, Mark Andrews fumbles, and drops a game-tying pass. They outgained Buffalo 416 yards to 273, but they just couldn't execute in these crucial moments. So what exactly is it that allows for this most talented team in the league to crumble in the most crucial moments of not only Lamar Jackson's career, but the team's season? This isn't just another offseason of hoping things will be different, because things need to be different. When you have Lamar Jackson, who is a top 3 quarterback, possibly top 1, the window to win a championship is right now. And while he reaches the prime of his career and the Kansas City Chiefs are looking to have a slight decline, the AFC is as open as it's going to get, while the Ravens still have to face the Bengals twice a year and they are looking very solid. What can the Ravens do to finally get over this playoff hump that they've been consistently enduring? Well, they've done a few things, and let's talk about it. Bringing in Jair Alexander is exactly what they need. There's 3 very important keys to the playoffs: defense, coaching, and quarterback. Now, while the Ravens have had all 3 of these major key points, they failed to have them better than the Kansas City Chiefs. They were outcoached that AFC Championship game, but it can't happen again. Bringing in Jair Alexander buffs the defense. They drafted Malachi Starks, who is an absolute stud. Of course, Derrick Henry had one of the best years of his career last year, nearly reaching 2,000 rushing yards. Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman have been consistently taking steps forward their progression, and I think Zay Flowers will have the best year of his career. But the big storyline and headline is them signing Kyle Hamilton to a $100 million contract, the biggest contract for a safety in NFL history. The team is obviously seeing that the guys they have in the squad are talented enough to go to the big game. It's just about coaching and execution. Last year, the crumble against the Bills was a complete execution failure, and that cannot happen again. Them signing their offensive coordinator to a long-term deal proves that they feel like his scheme is good enough to win, but he has to adapt to the failures they've seen in the past. The Baltimore Ravens, like we've said, have all the talent in the world. We've seen them with a historic amount of number of Pro Bowlers, all pros, yet they just don't do what they need to do. This season, will it be more of the same? Well, Lamar Jackson is coming off the best year of his career, and by looking at the numbers in the past, it predicts that he will even be greater. When Lamar Jackson won his first MVP, he was a completely different player than he is today. He wasn't making pre-snap adjustments. He didn't know how to tell his O-line to adjust to the blitz. He couldn't necessarily even read coverages. Now, Lamar Jackson is one of the best pre-snap quarterbacks and possibly one of the best pocket passers in the NFL, all while still remaining the best athlete on the field. So Lamar Jackson has evolved into the position that we hoped he would, that would make the elite quarterback that he is today. So Lamar Jackson has all the intangibles, tools, skills, and understanding of the game that it takes to finally get over the playoff hump. It's just a matter of if his team can do so as well. Like we said, coaching in the 2023 game, they put up 10 points in that championship AFC game. If their coaching doesn't switch their scheme that got them there, how many more points did they score? If Zay Flowers doesn't fumble on the goal line, how many points do they score? These are questions that we don't know the answer to because they consistently fail in the crucial moments. At the end of the day, team and coach, and even now quarterback, have to hold their team to higher standards. They have to be practicing different. They have to change up schemes. All it comes down to is execution. The playoffs are a game of inches, and while yes, the Baltimore Ravens are blowing teams out in the yardage game, they need to execute those third and longs. They need to execute not throwing dumb interceptions Lamar has. They need to not fumble the ball. So all that has to change. It's just their execution. Their plan is perfect. Their plan is smooth. Their execution has not. And will the Baltimore Ravens execute this season? I think so. 10 players all time have won multiple MVPs, and only one of those players on that list don't have a Super Bowl, and that is Lamar Jackson. When you look at Peyton Manning in his early stages of his career, it was very similar to the current stage that Lamar Jackson is in. While Peyton Manning was battling against Tom Brady, he had a lot of struggles in the playoffs, not making it to the Super Bowl for nearly the first 10 years of his career. And the same can be said for Lamar Jackson. He's had everything go right for him, and only a few times have things gone wrong with a few different plays. Only so often can a play go wrong for you to where at a certain point you will earn the win. I think this year that Lamar Jackson finally earns the win. His team executes. They don't have stupid fumbles. They don't have stupid interceptions. And they finally adapt to what playoff football is. Lamar Jackson still has 3 playoff wins, which is a lot more than you think other quarterbacks have. And he is a 2-time league MVP. And the stats show that any player in the NFL that has won multiple MVPs wins a Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson's time is poised to come. It's just a matter of when. And this season, I think that with the Chiefs being a little bit worse, Lamar Jackson's time is today. I hope you guys just enjoyed this video. As always, stay tuned. Peace.